If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
We're live.
We're live.
Go, Vlad, it's Kevin Burkhardt and the Fox guys. Tell us what the celebration feels like right now.
I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel so good. I feel so good. We play for this, and I feel so good. I don't got words to say how I feel right now.
Mi muchacho, Big Papi aquí. Felicidades, congratulations, animal. Tú estás loco, eh? Question. Bro, you are locked in on that play. I mean...
No, I do.
I'm gonna lie.
I like it play here, and
I was
like every time.
I was just trying to get to the stupid Yankees lose thing, and all right, here we go.
The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose.
They did lose.
The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose.
You know what's great about this is that it's like they won the World Series already. That level of celebration and hatred is just like, fuck you guys. We won it all. That's why the Mariners are going to beat your balls off, and they're going to fucking do something they've never done in the history of their franchise, which is bring Seattle a World Series championship. Yep. And Toronto's just going to sit in their gay pile of shit and just hope for next year.
I honestly, you're this other Yankee friend fan or whatever. I have, and I've been listening. I gotta listen to more like U.S. Yankee fans or whatever. But what a bunch of sore losing pussies you guys have been. Like it's been, even after not the last game, but the second last game that you guys lost, because I know you guys won. What is that? Game 3, I think. Yeah. So yeah, whatever. So game 2. After game 2, my friend texted our group chat and he goes, "Oh, well, the better team won." And I'm like, what a fucking loser.
What a defeated bitch that guy is. Like, look, I'm a fan because I like the team, whatever, but I'm not a real fan. Meaning, like, I wasn't born in New York. I don't have generations of like, that team in my family. Like, oh, you only root for the Yankees. So when they lose, I'm just like, oh, fuck, that sucks. I don't get to watch Yankee baseball right now, but it's not like a heartbreaking, I'm so devastated. So yeah, those people online, the real so-called Yankee fans, are a bunch of fucking babies. Like they can't handle, number one, any team beating them and knocking them out of the playoffs, but also it's the only Canadian team that beat them. So that hurts them apparently even more so because they look at Canada as like a bunch of fags, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if there's any gayer city,
which they are,
than Toronto, it's Seattle. Gay Seattle.
I mean, what you hear coming out of
I know
Seattle,
about. Yeah. Forget the baseball team. What I know about Seattle is, you get. I think in the U.S., I think it's San Francisco, Atlanta. A lot of gayness, which is
Really? I thought Atlanta was full of black people.
Doesn't matter. Atlanta is population-wise, and hey, look, I'll say I'm not in support, but hey, good for you, But Atlanta is number one gay city based on population in the U.S. It's no longer San Francisco, so Atlanta number one.
Sure.
Yeah, and then San Francisco number 2. I think Seattle is up there, or maybe I'm just judging based on like liberalness or whatever, because then it would be Portland, I guess. That's so funny. I didn't realize Ian's background image is oh, that's a promo for my last show.
When you're opening the pot.
Yeah, I did like some stupid. I think I'm fucking Bert Kreischer and I'm doing like inventive promos. So I did some stupid Thanksgiving thing where I was putting like an onion in a pot and it's like, oh, there's a camera there. It we'll
You
play it
also
on
did that. You also did that with the fridge.
the
So
fridge. Yeah,
everything
yeah,
is like
yeah.
food
It's food
related. That you're like,
related.
oh,
I have a
look, there
brand.
you are.
I have a
Where's
brand.
your inspiration from?
Yeah.
Banker's just always in the
What
kitchen making
inspires
food
you?
and getting ideas.
Next is going to be the oven he opens.
Put my head in, kill myself. Uh, look,
Shit.
it ended up being a successful show, so I regret nothing.
Yeah, how was
yeah,
it? How was the Rose
it's
Theater?
good. It's good. Uh,
Are they
it
all
was
just good, or like was one a failure and one better than the other?
no, I mean ticket sales wise, this one was still very good, but we didn't sell out. The rest have all been sold out. But I think it's like Thanksgiving weekend, whatever. But we still had good sales. Like it was mostly full. And like, art wise, whatever, comedy wise, it's all the comedians did great. All of them. Every single one did amazing.
Better. They all did better than Ian or I could. Yes.
Hmm. I don't know if they did
That's
better than Ian. Ian,
I got new jokes.
I think if I was there, I could do very well, and the parking wouldn't be a nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Free parking in Brampton. That is true. Well, I don't know if all of Brampton, but the Brampton Rose Theater parking at the bottom, but also street parking in that area in Brampton is free. I don't know if even Lee, you might remember when I think Danton drove you or Janice Israel off, I think maybe drove you, but
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
free.
But I got off. I got out of the car before they parked.
Oh yeah, you
Like there
wanted to
was
like
some
have a
type of
ciggy.
traffic. Some type of traffic ahead. I'm like, oh, it's just down the street. So I just left the car and yeah, I think I had a cigarette or something.
Yeah, yeah,
You got out of the car.
I
They
didn't get
made
to
them
enjoy the
drop you
full
off.
parking experience.
yeah.
No, I just got out of the car. It
You're
was
like
full of
you're
all these
embarrassed
other
to be with
shitty
your
comments.
parents. You're like, I can't be seen with these fucking
Janice
losers.
Israel
Drop me
of a
off a block
I think
away.
Janice was in that car. It looked like my grandmama.
Hey, abuela, come on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough. But no, I just got out because I was sick of being in the car.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, so I don't know
And
what
then
it's really like parking and but I've when I used to drive Brampton, that area downtown was never hard to find parking. So
speaking of
whatever.
which, you are going to be driving again. I base off of your messages.
Yeah, I had to take
Yeah.
my written test. Holy shit, that was a terrible 2 days. It took me 2 days to pass.
What took you?
You
Wait,
just
wait.
took the written part? I thought you
The
were
written
driving.
part? No, the written part. Yeah,
Oh, happy
it was just
16th birthday.
I fucking I get to the front to register for the test, and the lady looks at my info and be like, "You had your G. It's been 11 years since you've had it, and now it's expired because it's been, I guess, plus over 10.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I had it technically this time, but now I have to restart from the very fucking beginning. And
So
yeah, so taking the written test was kind of a hassle.
that's crazy that like why wouldn't you just like in the like last few years before it expires like just not even last few
I
years like you just have to write in to renew it or something like that. I think I did mine online.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when I decided to just kind of like not do anything and abandon all responsibility over 11 years ago
Okay.
and go to
Okay.
Toronto and be a comedian, I just went started kind of like couch surfing, broke up with a girlfriend at that time and just wanted to be as not like on purpose irresponsible. I just didn't want to pay attention to responsibility. So basically, I just went to Toronto, did this whole like kind of like irresponsible life,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
now now that I have to tune back into everything responsibility adult wise. Yeah, I have to restart from beginning basically with the driver's test anyways.
Yeah.
Which in a year I could just take the G2 and it's not really a big deal.
Well, the big deal for you will be the G2. The only huge difference between the G2 and the G is one, you have to renew it more often.
Yeah.
And two, zero alcohol allowed.
Yeah, it's fine.
Zero
It's
alcohol allowed. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not like I'm back to having a few beers, but still trying to do
Well,
the
the
the other.
the more sober than before thing.
Well, it's not fun anymore. I think what it is, it was never a I think like sometimes you have that physical need of something like, oh, my body is asking for it. What I found, I think it's just boredom. I get bored
Yeah.
too easily, and I would go to beer or whatever to sort of drown that boredom. So it's not like a matter of like, oh, you can never have it again,
Yeah. And it'll
and
bother
then
you.
I'll get the shakes, and then I'll have to. It's not like that.
I don't know if I'd be able to like make fun of you on this podcast if I found out you have the shakes. Like I don't know what I'd do. I think I would actually be sad.
I mean, as we discussed before the podcast, there's some things you just don't make fun of.
That's correct.
That would be one of them.
That would be yeah. No,
I mean,
honest
because it doesn't look good for the brand.
no.
I think
I don't
most
know.
of the
I'd
people that
probably
listen to us are alcoholics.
I'd give Lee like a martini to make me shaken.
That's true. I'm not good
Here,
at those.
be good for something.
This is a loophole because you don't have the shakes. So he can make fun of your future shakes now because you don't have them now.
Yeah, it should
I
come
think
later, like after the baby's there, to just shake a baby.
I can't hold my baby. I have to get drunk to hold it. Oh yeah, and the results are in,
Oops.
boys.
Um,
Oh,
Well, kind of, kind of. I mean, when I went to the ultrasound, I found out what the gender is, or what it's most likely going to be, because
yeah.
it wasn't confirmed. They said, oh, right now it's still kind of early, but it looks like it's going to be a girl.
yeah.
I told you. You're like, no, it's a boy. My big
I
Look,
sperm and my.
I
I knew he was
was
gonna say
hoping.
girl because he wouldn't have said all that preamble if it was a boy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, it's 100% a boy. But it's a girl. He's like, now there's a chance. The penis can still grow.
I,
The guy was pointing at the penis area. It's just like usually there's a little bump here, but you see here there's no bump, so that would suggest it's likely a girl. I'm
So
like,
it's
all right,
either a daughter or your son has a tiny dick.
exactly.
Which one would you rather? Tiny dick son or daughter? Think about it.
Well, that's a tough one, daughter. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask you the question.
Then they're gonna wonder where he got his tiny dick from.
It's his mom, I swear.
His mom has a tiny dick. It's
Her clit is so small, I swear. Uh,
puny.
no, what do you call it? I would have loved to see. No. Wait, sorry. This is my question. Let's say we advance technology where you can uh, improve your size, like through some sort of surgery, right? They're like, no, we figured it out. It's as easy as putting tits on a flat girl. We can, is your
Increase
answer
your
the
cock
same?
size. Yeah.
Yeah, leaning into it right now, you can choose whether you have a son or a daughter, and they have a cock procedure. What's your answer?
Would I want my kid to have a big cock?
No, would you still be happier with a girl or a tiny penis son, knowing you could change it when he's 18, like a tattoo?
I don't know, man. I mean, since finding out, the real answer is since finding out it's likely a girl, I went through a whole series of emotions to the point
Is it
like,
so bad to be a deadbeat? I don't know.
no, it was more like uh, All right, I'm gonna be fucking real on this one. There was a
Uh,
fear that washed over me. Like I didn't know it was fear at
yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah.
Like when I heard it, it felt like something was removed from me in that moment. I was just like, oh no, like I'm still happy, but shit, what's wrong with me right now? This is
Yeah, yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be great news. And then I realized what it means to take care of like a little girl. It just feels like I'm always gonna be worried. Like I thought like a little boy, after a little while they take care of themselves.
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
girl, if
yeah.
she comes home and has any complaint about like some kid picking on her, like I feel that I'm gonna want to rip that other kid's head off for hurting my little girl. And
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like a lot more emotions are downloaded into you that you've never really, I don't know, were comfortable with before. And now I was overwhelmed by this fear of like, holy shit, I'm gonna be like one of those super protective asshole dads
Hmm.
now. So I mean, I
Yeah.
guess, but after going through all that, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the little girl, and I think it's actually good for me, better than having a little boy. It's kind of like this whole getting the license, and it's this responsibility thing that I think I was always avoiding before, and now it's unavoidable. So, which is good because
Yeah, yeah.
that's if I'm those last 11 years in Toronto, if I could just wipe away, and they really didn't mean anything ultimately. I really didn't gain anything. I didn't become more of a better person from it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, yeah.
think ultimately, if I had to choose, I can't choose anymore. Before it would be boy, but if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
being,
yeah.
and it would be funny to just say boy, but I'm just like, no, fuck it. I don't care. Whatever it is, it's there's, I'm happy with it. So
Oh,
I'll just stick with girl.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
what your short answer is you've grown as a person since
Not
finding out,
really. No, no,
and
it's
you're,
more like I'm incapable of thinking the same right now, but I don't know what that means yet. It's also kind of new.
so your
So
answer,
I'm
sorry,
still
sorry.
trying to,
I'll fix it. Your answer is, well, there's nothing I can do now, so I might as well get used to it.
I don't even know what I'm
So
getting
that's a
used
no
to.
on making your son's penis bigger.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, shit would that be to find out through some weirdness that your son has a small dick? Like, would you be disappointed? Like, his girlfriend gets mad at him and out loud, well, you have a small dick. Like, would you feel a little bit embarrassed for him, ashamed of yourself of it
I don't
if that
know.
I'd get
came
him the
out?
biggest fucking truck in the world.
Hmm.
I'd get
Hey,
him a
With those
monster
with
truck.
with those fake balls hanging in the back underneath the
Yeah.
license plate. Yeah.
that's sucks. I'm gonna call my dad. He owes me a monster truck.
Yeah,
I
no.
like Lee reacted to finding out he's having a daughter the same way he reacted to finding out the Yankees lost. He goes, "Oh well, it's not a
Oh
big deal
well.
anyway, you know."
I've never been a real fan of
Yeah, it was
children. Not like one of those real.
real. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, that's
But
all
yeah,
right.
it's likely a girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good for you. That's my brother's got he's a girl dad or whatever they say. And he's pretty happy. So I'm sure you will be too. And you're both Coburg people. So, you know.
Oh, we're moving to Oshawa
Oh,
in
yes,
like a
yes,
week.
that's right. Oh, I thought you did actually. I thought you said you were moving and
We are. It's like we're just bringing stuff to the new place, the just small things, and then on the 19th is we get the trucks to move the big
to move
items.
that thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. But
Wow, lots
that's
of
yeah.
stuff happening in Lee's life. His baseball team sucks dick. He's got a daughter, G1, Oshawa.
It's been a whirlwind, yes.
It's a
But
whirlwind. I got my G. What a world.
dude, that G1 test,
Yeah.
fucking, I've
Was it
never
hard?
been good at exams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like like I can read, but I suck at reading because I'll try to like read it quickly, so I'll ignore some words in between.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then by
yeah.
the time I'm finished reading it, that doesn't make so I have to reread it again, and I just get angry, and then I answer incorrectly, and then I get angrier.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
would
yeah.
get a wrong answer, and there'd be a guy next to me also writing an exam, and I'd be like, that quiet
Grumbling.
anger, like that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that shit. and all I see is like my peripherals, the guy's head turning towards me, and
Oh.
like they're gonna give this asshole a license.
They're gonna let him on the road. He has road rage at a desk.
I have road rage at my, and I kept fucking failing the exam, and then until the woman suggested that you want some headphones.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but so hearing the question, the answers just were easier, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That means you probably have
So,
like a developmental disability of some sort, like a learning disability.
it's something
Short
about
pause.
reading where I can't, what's it called? Like I hate reading, so
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
try to just skip through it just to get the
Oh,
gist of it, but you
we've
can't
been
do
able to
that.
tell.
You won't get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here, yeah, just listening to it, I'm like, okay, this makes more sense. It's more clear. I probably ignored a specific word I should have read to get
Which
the
is,
answer.
I'm now
But
picturing
hearing
because
it, it just makes more sense. Yeah.
now
I'm an
listening to that,
audiobook guy.
I know you recently showed me you're listening to the Bible on audiobook. I just had this picture of Lee going, "Wait, so Jesus is the good guy?" Whoa! Whoa!
It's it's pronounced Jesus, not Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, you might have like some sort of, I mean, they might just say it's like ADHD, like a simple one or whatever.
Oh, whatever.
But yeah, yeah. If you listening is better, that's one thing. And then on the serious note, you learn about learning is we take a bunch of young people, and this is you're gonna be a dad, so it's important to know. Take a bunch of young people who have different brains and minds and stuff, and then we go, hey, here's this square peg. You guys all got to learn this way, and then we put them in a classroom, and they all learn that way, and then some of them don't learn, and then they go, oh well, he's gonna be nothing, um, and then that's
Well,
it.
they said they're the way I saw it on a clip. The way they try to educate everybody is the way you would educate little girls, apparently. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way they sit down and you read, that's how girls learn mostly. Little
Mhm.
boys, they have to be a little bit more hands-on. So there was like something suggested to separate boys and girls
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
learning or whatever, so that and I kind of believe that because sometimes I would see it was mostly always girls who were better at studying, and I couldn't understand like why that was so difficult, like for me to just sit there calmly reading and try to absorb it. And I think it's just like it's just two different learning styles. I'm more hands-on, like you have to show me physically how to do
Mhm.
things, and I'll just catch on to it. And then all the I guess the the information surrounding what I just did will come naturally. Like, oh, me twisting this, that's a this, that's a this part of the machine. It just comes in afterwards, after the hands-on portion.
Mhm.
Whereas it's the reverse for girls, apparently. So they've been teaching everybody how little girls
Wrong.
learn.
Oh,
So
oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But how would that happen? Because didn't girls come into we care about your schooling later than boys? Like I know we like to joke, about feminism being nonsense. But no, like there was a time where men were like, we don't give a fuck about girls and put on your pretty dress, you dame. And we create the school system in that system of
Yeah. That had to
sexism?
be incredibly, incredibly frustrating to be a woman because we're just like, no, you can't learn. And they're like, I think I'd be really good at it. We're like, shut up.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I mean it just makes more sense because I think it's just you call it like we're easily distracted. They can say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's attention deficit." It's just like, well, no, it's just it's the brain chemistry is just different, and it's curious in different ways. And like I can't read about something that I'm interested in. I want to physically see how it's done. And I didn't know that was a guy thing. I didn't know that was like a man trait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought just everybody had that, but no, apparently girls are better at reading and understanding like the literature. Sometimes I'll read a word doesn't make sense to me, so then nothing else that I read makes sense to me.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so you get thrown up like you'll read one big word and then that throws off the whole sentence or whatever.
Doesn't have to be just something, a word that I'm not familiar with, even if it's like, I don't know, common in, so let's say something like agriculture. I'll be reading about it, and the one word will be like okay, what's the difference between like this type of grain and this type of seed oil? Like I'd have to now stop what I'm reading and go find out exactly what
that
this means in order to understand it completely, which takes time, and it almost feels like I'm now mostly like researching the shit as opposed to just reading it and
yeah, and just learning.
grasping it. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of understand that.
So it's holding you back from farming.
What?
Yeah, it's holding you back from farming. You could be the great farmer you were meant to be.
Yeah, we
I
need
really
them.
want to farm, but the word agriculture really throws me off. Every time I try to break into the industry.
They're like, oh, well, you want to get into agriculture? What?
I gotta go learn about seeds now, damn it.
I gotta go research what agriculture is because they kind of threw me for a loop.
I don't understand this culture. This agriculture.
This ag.
He thought agriculture was just an aggressive culture.
Agroculture.
Oh, it's all right. It I think you'll learn words over time through your audiobooks now.
Yeah.
But don't wait. You don't that doesn't happen with audiobooks? Like you're not listening and then you hear a word do you just pause it?
I mean, right now, like listening to what I'm listening to right now, it's kind of there's not so much like I can go. I just take it for what it is, but I guess so. Like if I'm listening to something else that I don't quite understand, like on podcasts, yeah, sure. Like I'll hear them talk about something, you'll pause and you'll just do a quick Google thing about it, just to get a reference for it. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like how it works in general with words you're not familiar with. You have to
Yeah.
just
You have to just
double
grin and
check
bear.
what the fuck that means. Yeah. But I feel like with this baby on the way, I'm gonna go back to school all over again. Yeah.
Oh
Helping
yeah?
with homework, learning the
Oh, okay,
ABCs, one,
okay.
two, threes. Yeah.
I thought you meant like
And
college.
this
You
time
just
I'll
mean
pay attention.
I thought you meant like college, but you just mean you're gonna learn with your child.
Yes. We'll
Oh
grow
my,
together.
you know what I'll actually wish upon you because it's a good thing, but also hilarious for me. I hope your child is some sort of fucking super genius and it gets
Yeah.
way past you within like the third grade. They're like they're way past you, and you're like, wait,
I
one
wish
He's
that
plus
reading a
too,
book on
one.
sadly.
agriculture.
Yeah.
He walks in, she's reading the big book of agriculture. She's like, no way. Fucking canola, who does all these things, huh? That's interesting.
Now I gotta look up what canola is.
This is seed.
It's well, not me. I know what canola is. I meant Lee. Dumb future Lee with his child is looking up canola.
But
But don't do it when you're driving.
Oh yeah.
during my road test. Just have that playing in the background.
I do have a clip of things you have to worry about if you have a child. You wanna watch that clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Turn it up.
let's learn.
Gotta look out for SIDS will get you. You gotta look out for that.
SIDS? Oh yeah.
Psych-
Don't that's so dark. Don't even
Psycho Sid. Power bomb my
Bullies.
child. Yeah.
Can I say though,
What's this?
I'll pause this. I don't believe in SIDS. I know it's a thing, but I think it's just a lazy doctor explanation for we missed something.
What is it? It's just sudden infant death
Yeah.
syndrome. I think they started to look into it that maybe it has to do with vaccines or even just like like careless parents. Like sometimes
what-
like yeah, it could
Fine,
be
I'll
like
even throw
just the
that
way
in.
you could position the baby incorrectly in the crib and it just can't breathe or whatever. Like so I don't think
That's
they know. I think SIDS is pretty made up unless
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. I think there's always, sorry, I won't even just put it on the doctors. I think there's always a reason. There isn't a thing where it's like, oh, 1 in 10,000 kids just die randomly and we can't find it. I think there's a reason. And the parents and the doctor both get to go, SIDS, and feel better.
Yeah.
But really,
I
it's
think
one of their faults.
usually because the baby isn't baptized. God takes it back.
I can't hear Ian.
You
Because of
can't hear.
what? No, well, he breaks up a bit.
No, he sounds
I'm
No,
great.
to me, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
He said, well, I'll repeat his joke and you can hear it from me.
yeah, Psycher, translate it.
Yeah, I'll translate. He said maybe it's because the child has not been baptized.
Oh. See, I can't learn audibly either now. I can't,
All right, well, let's watch what dangers Lee has to watch out for with his kid because you never know.
Imagine your sweet 3-year-old boy walks into the house.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Girl. Let's pretend this is a girl with the long hair. We can believe it.
A live grenade.
He's like, Mommy, Daddy, look what I found.
Jim Murray spoke to shocked parents Zane and Amanda Gilbert.
He was holding a live grenade. How does that make you feel as parents?
Terrified.
The family had just moved.
What were they gonna say?
Where did he get the fucking like a neighbor that hates them? Like,
here you go.
here, buddy, go give this to your father for me.
He's one of those
Pretty
militia
brilliant.
guys in the U.S. that thinks the race war is coming and he gives this child a
I can't
live.
believe grenades are still like a thing. Like you would think that how they advanced like with military tech, that grenade was probably some oldie time weapon. Because it doesn't seem like very safe. You know what I mean? Even like the pin could just come off easily. It just looks like fragile weapons.
I think
that
Lee,
a lot
you're
of people
right.
died from unnecessary force. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think the future military should have grenades that they throw and then they have an app on their phone that sets it off.
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot safer, no doubt. But yeah, I just thought, like, where do you get a fucking grenade from these days?
So I'm guessing this is you're right about it being ancient in that I'm guessing it's probably an old grenade.
Why is there an old grenade laying around?
We're not America.
This is in America.
This
is America, damn it.
Yeah. There's live grenades everywhere. America and Vietnam, very similar.
Into a new house outside Seattle. They were in the garage and their son was playing on the front lawn when he found protruding from the grass what he thought was a toy like this.
I looked at it and I was like, oh, it looks like a toy novelty type grenade.
But as soon as she held it, she suspected the rusted grenade was real. She called the cops.
My 3-year-old son just brought me a grenade out of my yard.
Okay, don't touch it anymore.
When the sheriff got there, he instantly took 3 steps backwards and said, ma'am, please put that down. That's a live grenade.
She's
why is she holding
it? She's holding it. She's holding, hey, look. He's like, man.
Here it is, Officer Catch. What a dumb bitch.
Idiot. I know. She was like, well, man, put that down. Who the fuck would be holding it to show the cop? Like, hey, we left it. I would put maybe some stuff around it so neighbors don't whatever, but I would leave it like hidden somewhere or like in my backyard.
Yeah, you just like your kid gives that to you, you acknowledge what it is, and then you throw it into a field and then said, hit the deck.
I'd
keep it.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous.
It's not that really if you just have it sitting. If you're playing hacky sack with it, it's pretty dangerous. But if it's just in your garage,
hacky sack,
then you have a grenade for later if somebody wrongs you.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm one day a dictator and I have a fucking coliseum, I'm making my victims play hacky sack grenade.
Hacky sack grenades.
No. We're just happy someone blows up. You know what's fucked up about grenades that I learned is because like you watch movies, right? And a grenade in a movie is a very much like you pull the pin, you throw it, and then you see a fiery explosion, right? But that's not what most explosions are. They're just a small explosion inside that gives a reason to shoot out shrapnel. And that's really what a grenade is. It's mostly that like green exterior and the bumps and stuff. It's made to like blow up in different directions. So you're really getting shot with shrapnel which is I don't know if
Yeah,
that's more
like
brutal.
in movies you see the grenade, it is more brutal. In movies it's like a big fireball
Yeah,
explosion.
yeah, yeah.
When really if you see like real grenades, they blow up and all you see is like the dust from the
The
floor
dust.
kick up, and
Yeah,
there's no real like fire blast. So Hollywood does lie to you.
it does lie to you. No, it's really meant for like you see a grouping of fucking krauts or whatever, like Nazis over there, and you throw instead of having to like pick up and shoot at them, you throw that lands at their tootsies, and it blows up, and the shrapnel shoots all of them. So in a way, it's like getting a gun below them and shooting them quickly.
I don't know why they never like did this for like a grenade weapon where they'll take two grenades, two live active grenades, but tie a string like
Uh
to
huh.
each one so that when you do throw it, it
Oh,
wraps
I love
around the
this.
person and double blows them up. That
I
would be
love this.
cool.
Let's invent weapons. I've always loved this is not my invention, but I've loved the idea of like the TNT style dynamite
Yeah, the
at
stick.
the
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
end of like a bow or
A
something
bow and
like
arrow.
that. Yeah, that's one of the coolest ever. It never made
Very
sense to me
Looney
how it
Tunes.
lands to some.
Yeah.
I guess you have to tie it to the side, and then so you still have the arrowhead lands inside someone's body, and then it blows up.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
have to have
inventing
short
weapons,
fuse.
I think every guy goes through a phase in their life of inventing weapons in their brain.
Yeah.
How do I make this weapon even better? Like I think the earliest indication of that was the bow and arrow, but when they
Yeah.
would light the tip on fire,
Yeah.
the
That was a
fucking
cool
nailers,
guy.
straw houses, yeah,
Oh my
just set
God.
on fire. Yeah.
Could you imagine how many pats on the back and fucking beers people bought for you if you were the guy that like
Then
invented
invented
like
that bullshit. Yeah.
you're like, no guys, I'm gonna wrap this cloth around my arrow, put some liquor. Don't waste the liquor. No. Just
Yeah.
wait.
No, trust me.
Uh, Trust me, and light it on fire. And then they see that fucking thing, they go, oh whoa. Like it's like whatever. I don't know how many thousands of years ago that first happened, but they must have been really fucking bitching.
But imagine the first like villagers that were nailed with those things. Like you're just looking up at the sky and you see all these pretty like little
Yeah,
lights coming towards you.
yeah.
And you're like, oh my God,
You
that's
do
so beautiful.
you do hear about that in history. Like when
Yeah.
I was reading about the Mongols,
Yeah.
like I think they were one of the first people they would like dump a bunch of fat and light it on fire.
Oh,
So like so you're just
it's
getting like hit with like fire
it's
water pretty
napalm
well.
for back then.
Yeah.
It's their
Yeah.
version of
But like
napalm.
other like societies, they would like write about it and they're like, yeah, they busted out something new today. It fucking sucks. They're just getting fucked up in a whole new way
Just
you didn't know was possible.
they're describing new, like as it's being invented, they're describing how
Yeah.
terrible it is. Oh man, I was always disappointed there's not some sort of like you see it in a lot of movies, a buzzsaw shooting device. Like
Like
what do you
from
call it?
Wild
You have a
Wild West.
yes, just like Wild Wild
Oh
West. You have
yeah.
the saw, the circular saw, and that
With
gets
the
Yeah.
shot
magnetic
out.
collars. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. That's the best part of Wild Wild West. If they can bring magnetic collars, circular saws, that would be amazing.
There's
Or
nothing
giant
scarier.
spiders.
Giant spider.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't know, I find magnetism weapons the scariest because like magnetism will never stop. It'll last like thousands of years, that energy.
Yeah.
So like in Wild Wild West, you're like, we have to outrun magnetic saws coming towards our throats. Like, how the fuck do we get out of this? Is like you can't like rely that it's gonna run out of gas or something. It's fucking magnets that are constantly attracted to one
Just
another.
attracted to. How
So I think that's where our weapon should be in magnetism.
in terms of that attraction, how real and how well do like heat-seeking missiles work? Is that complete movie nonsense or is it how does that work? Do heat-seeking
I don't know.
missiles work?
Seems to have killed quite a few Palestinians. So
Were they?
But is
Or
it
they
it
were
doesn't
just
hit.
regular
missiles?
It doesn't hit where they want because they're like, well, we were trying to shoot that base, but there's a lot of heat at the hospital. So
Yeah, we were trying to aim it at Hamas, but there was too many kids in the way. Sorry. I
So
um I
yeah,
think it's
go on.
Hollywood, but I think
You
they're
think it's
just calling
Hollywood?
it heat seeking. But I would assume it's some type of directed, almost drone. You know what I mean? Like what's the heat? What heat is it detecting? You know what I mean? Like on the way there, I'm pretty sure there's other heated
Yeah.
items that might get confused by. So I think it's a directed almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
like a drone.
Maybe there's a building and there's a bunch of people, but then David Beckham is walking down the street and people are like, "Oh, that's hot over there. Let's
And then
get
the
him."
missile goes towards
Yeah,
David
to go with David Beckham. Yeah, you know what? I don't believe there's any heat-seeking missiles. It doesn't exist because
Yeah.
then all missiles would go towards David Beckham.
They would always also blow up guys watching the movie Heat.
Yeah. Yes. And Robert De Niro, I suppose, and Al Pacino because they were in the movie Heat. Maybe Pierce Brosnan for the movie Dante's Peak, because that was hot.
That Miami basketball team doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, if only they could have got them in the LeBron, Chris Bosh years. I would have loved that. Yeah, no, I like there's so many movie weapons or whatever that I think back, I'm like, oh, they act like that's real and everything. That can't be real.
One of my favorites, speaking of shrapnel bombs,
Yeah.
remember that movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Great movie. They fucking throw in like this potato looking thing through the window, and then it just like levitates in the air and it blows up, and it's like all these like needles and like nails that go everywhere.
Yeah,
And it gets like Arnold right in the hand. I'm like, that's cool.
That is
so just like a bomb that shoots out all these nails. I mean, if they had that back in those days, you can only imagine what they have now. But now it's like they'll blow up and there's little flames on each of the nails, much like the arrowheads back in the day during war times.
It's old technology I always thought was cool is the fucking bayonet. Because they only got a few shots off, right? So you shoot whatever, but that like every old war movie I ever saw where someone was bayoneted, it just looked fucking cool.
And you have to clean out your gun before you
Yeah,
can
with
reload it.
guts.
You have to tidy it. Yeah.
Tidy it, yeah.
Just
You have to
swords in
imagine-
general.
Swords in general.
Swords are like that's an honorable war. We should go back to that. We should make
Absolutely.
Israel have to fight with swords.
Absolutely. Let's go back to swords. Like it's gentlemen's agreement that
Yeah.
all countries you fight with swords and shields and stuff like that. And yeah, that would be cool because then you
Or
could
should be
have
fair.
it should be fair because even population wise, you would probably lose to like a country that has a bigger army, but still, you never know. Like I'm gonna pick a random country, like Cambodia could pull out a win against the U.S. just because they're so good with swords.
Like 300.
Yeah, exactly.
300 of the best Nigerians with swords
With
against an
swords.
entire American army.
You never know. You never know.
I am Spartacus now.
This is Ghana, and then just kick some guy down a well.
Wearing a flip flop, kicking a guy.
Yeah.
I'm Spartacus now, and I have the ability to bring vast wealth to you, but I just need $100 from your bank account. Yeah, no. Sword warfare, definitely the coolest warfare. Bayonet second, and then lame gun and drone warfare, lamest of all warfare. Like I get it, it's effective, but it's not cool.
No.
Nerds.
Nerds. That's right.
It leaves a bad taste. Yeah, it just feels like they cheated.
Yeah. It's for nerds. We're basically watching battle bots.
Which is cool and awesome.
Yes,
So-
wait, I take that back because if we do get past drones where different countries have not just drones but robots, and now we're just watching robots fight, that I'm back in. I'm all in. If we get to robot fighting, like international robot fighting, then I'm all in.
Then the wedge guy's going to win everything.
The wedge guy?
Yeah, he wins a lot.
Who's the wedge guy?
He's the robot, the wedge.
The wedge. Who's the
Yeah,
wedge?
he's like a little wedge, so he gets underneath.
Oh,
everybody.
the wedge guy.
Flips him.
Yeah. No, I was picturing more like Transformers looking robot.
Oh.
I didn't
I was-
actually still mean battle bots.
I think every country should have battle bots.
That would be intense. I've always loved the idea of what if we did settle, like when you watch like what's that movie with Achilles, Troy, And like the first battle in that, they're like, oh, instead of going to war, how about we just have our best guy fight your best guy? I always loved like, what if we got into that?
Well, even
which
if we all had
movie
robots, you and Lee had a spat before the podcast.
Yeah.
You could have just battle botted them.
You know what? We should all
Yeah,
own battle bots.
like gentlemen, but we're
Yeah.
cowards.
But we're cowards, so that's why battle bots. No, that's what he's saying. This is for cowards. Like real men would fight physically in person, but no, we're gonna both build. Next podcast. That's our next
robots.
event. Lee and I are going to build.
I'm gonna just dress Charlie Paradise like in robot looking like send him in.
That's
with a
fine.
shovel.
I'm gonna build one of those robots that has the buzz saw in the middle, and I'll cut him in half, and that'll be the end of our podcast. He'll be wearing boxing gloves, and then he'll see the robot. He's like, "What the fuck, Lee?" Oh fuck! I'm picturing him in that stupid dumb Rocky. In the first Rocky, his robe is too baggy, and it says meat packing on the back, and he's got two boxing gloves, and we put him against the buzz saw.
Painted silver.
Painted silver. Yeah. We call it the Apollo Creed, and
it's all creep. No, but the fucking like you're right, Sanker. Now like the drone wars is being fought by nerds. I forget which movie it was, but it shows a drone being shot out, and the person controlling him was like sitting in one of those like shipping containers.
Yeah.
And he looked like one of those PewDiePie, like almost like streamers just directing the drone.
Yeah.
So it's just it's like one of these psychotic, soulless gamer type, like even like probably teenagers they got doing this shit. Just flying drones into places, telling them it's a video game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they use like Xbox controllers to like pilot the drones.
That's what they used in the in that submarine that imploded with those billionaires. They used a gaming remote to control the ship.
They used a like off-brand one too. You know, like the cheap remotes you'd buy at like Walmart that weren't like
what was that
PlayStation
brand?
or Xbox, like
a Logitech
Game Gear. Yeah, Logitech.
The Game Gear ones. Yeah. That was it.
And it was billionaires, as if they couldn't afford like something a little bit more high tech, like one of those. What were the gloves? The Game Boy. What was the glove thing that you could use back in the day?
Yeah. I remember that. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, you put on the glove and the Nintendo glove.
It could have been one of those, but no, they went cheap. They deserved it.
That's a funny thing is like you'll see rich people and you just assume they do everything right because they have the money, and then like forget about like that kind of shit. But even like I don't know, new companies or new restaurants, new whatever, they always cheap out on weird things that you're like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
And I never
Tim Hortons does that by hiring cheap employees. They make billions and billions of years, but they're like, I'll just pay this student Gurpreet $8 an hour to make double doubles.
It's true. That was always my thing where like millionaires and billionaires are pieces of shit. It's like they go, oh, well, we have to. I'm like, no, you don't have to. You guys make like millions of dollars a year. You could pay more. You could. There's a whole problem with the system though, because what happens is we as regular people or well, like richer people than us, they invest in these companies. Once companies go like, what do you call it? Like on the stock market or whatever, they have open shares. They go, you have people investing in them. So then even if the guy was a good guy and he goes, I want to pay little Gurpreet more, the people who are invested, who don't really care about Gurpreet, they go, fuck that. I want to see it go up so that I can sell this one day and buy a yacht. And then that's why Gurpreet doesn't get paid more. It's because
but half the time it's fucking the owner of that Tim Hortons is Gurjinder, who's just making more money.
True. That's also true.
And the Tim Hortons by me, it's owned. I looked it up because I hate this Tim Hortons so much. I order like pickup, and then I show up like 10 minutes later. And I still have to wait for my coffee.
Oh,
and they only have like 3 employees working in this whole Tim Hortons ever. So like no one's ever there. It's And then I looked up the owner, and it's just some Indian investment group.
Oh,
I tried to
yeah,
complain
yeah.
to them and never heard back.
That's not
They
going to go
didn't care.
nowhere. Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah,
there's so
anything Indian owned, you should be weary about and probably do some investigating before. What was it? I think it was in somewhere in Halton. There's some walk-in clinic that apparently for several years have not been sterilizing their needles. And then I went to their site. I'm like, no fucking way. I went to like the clinic's page or whatever to look at all the doctor names. Like 90% of them are fucking Indians.
Yeah.
They just didn't sterilize any fucking needles for like 4 years. So they put it out there like, hey, if you went to this clinic and your blood withdrawn or anything, please get tested again because there's a chance you might have a disease.
I
just put that out there.
Our whole medical system is so fucked though, because I watch this guy and I'm not, I'm not conservative, but he's like one of our conservative MPs, and he just did the math like in an interview, and he's like, we take this much in tax money that goes towards healthcare, and in at this particular hospital, he like chose a hospital, whatever. They're like they have this many beds and stuff like that, and this many nurses and whatever. He goes, those numbers work out to you could manage this properly. Like people wouldn't be waiting so long. There's enough beds to like get people whatever. There's basically he said Canada has such a low population that based on the money we take in, we absolutely have enough money to have a good healthcare system. But he's like, but we don't. And it's just because we're dumb. Like with the way we're doing
just to let the listeners know exactly which health center this was, it was in Burlington, specifically. The Halton Family Health Center, located at 2951 Walker's Line. Yeah. So if you've been there in the last 6 years, it wasn't even 4 years, it 6 full years of unsterilized needles.
You've been jabbed with
the people.
Dirty heroin needle.
It's rusty. It's got hair on it. Like, oh, we're just gonna take your sample now and get it tested in the labs. Oh no, you don't have you don't have diabetes, but you do have AIDS now.
We're checking you for diabetes, and you give them AIDS. That's so brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Thank you so much for listening, Lee. Let us know. You'll update us on if you get your G1, or did you get it?
Oh yeah, I got the G1.
Oh, you got the G1. Okay.
So the first time I went, I failed 3 times, and I was so mad. I'm like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow.
And you had a driver's license before too.
I know. That's the most embarrassing. I thought about that.
It is shameful.
Some Coburg guy just sitting beside you, and he's like, fucking immigrants getting their license.
Oh my God, don't even get me started. Like, and on the way there and leaving the place, there's so many like stupid things I saw on the road. Like there was even a guy driving on a one-way road driving towards me and Dakota,
really?
like on the wrong side. And it was just some fucking immigrant. And I was just like, they're just giving licenses to anybody except me. I wouldn't do that.
I thought of a great podcasting idea is we get it. Whatever car you're taking, I'm assuming it's Dakota's car. Let's put a dash cam in there and film your test, your G2 test.
Well, the next CarCast, we can drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's CarCast behind you.
Let's do that. The episode ends with us in a ditch, flipped over, smoke filling the car.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we'll see you next.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next week.